Just anxious, excited are you to put this part behind you guys, the training camp, and get out there and play some actual games? Starting Denver. I know that's a little bit still a ways away, but it's coming pretty fast.
Yes, sir. I'm very excited. We've been working every day. Fortunately, we've got a chance to work against other teams, so that was fun. But yeah, I'm very excited for the season. I'm sure everybody else is.
I know it's not going to be until the season that you get a true handle on what the team is all about, what the defense is all about. But what are some of the traits that you're seeing that you feel will be transferable to the regular season that you're excited about?
I would say just discipline and effort, just being on each other about no lows and just running to the ball.
You guys have talked so much about being disruptive, creating turnovers, and now, again, it's preseason, but you've seen it put into place a little bit, stripping the ball, interceptions, and actually turning them into positive gains, taking it back toward the end zone and scoring one. Yeah. Like, how much does it mean to actually put that into practice out on the field?
It's been amazing to see, and you just got to trust the process, and clearly the process has been working, and we just got to keep that part of it up.
Who's caught your eye on offense on the other side of the ball watching them practice?
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
Who's caught your eye in practice on the other side of the ball on offense?
Honestly, all the guys, everybody out there is making plays. All the receivers, tight ends, one-handed catches. Brandon Bolden made a one-handed catch today, too, out the backfield. So just everybody on offense, and I love to see it because it's competition for us, and it makes us better.
Does time fly? I mean, this is going into your third year now. Feels like it's just yesterday, right, that we were talking to you as a rookie.
Yes, sir. Time does fly. Unfortunately, injuries kind of shortened my year last year. But, like you said, it's year 3 already, and I just got to keep improving. Hopefully, I take a big step this year.
Your season did get interrupted. You're having a good year up until that point. How fired up are you just to finally get back out on the field in a real game?
I'm very fired up. I got like 5 plays in this last preseason game. I was itching for more, so I'm excited.
Somebody else in that linebacker group shined on Saturday with Drake Thomas. What have you seen from the rookie?
Drake Thomas, he's playing amazing, especially in these games. He's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's just Drake. He's running to the ball like a missile, first one to the ball, and when he gets there, he's laying the boom. So I love to see that from Drake.
Fortunately, Butler's out for the season, Coach told us, but the group, how do you see it evolving now 2 weeks away from kicking it off?
In a way, it made us closer. Of course, we feel bad for Butt, but just got to keep moving forward, keep each other accountable, and just keep moving.
What about the other rookie who's flashed some in training camp the preseason, and Amari Burney? What do you like about his game?
Amari Burney, I like him because we mess around a lot. He used to be a safety back in the day, too. We have very similar play styles. So he comes to me, asks me some questions, and I'm loving the way he's playing. Just got to keep it up.
Well, when you guys mess around, you're just competing with each other?
Competing with each other. When he dropped that interception, I was on him about it because he gets on me, too, so same thing.
Do you still feel like you're in transition to linebacker? I mean, you made that switch before, but is it always a learning process, or are you there now? Are you a linebacker?
I feel like I'm more of a linebacker now. Of course, I'm still learning every day, some small things, but overall, I'm more comfortable back there. Or I guess down there, let's just say.
See things out of going back to Amari, that you had to learn when you came to the NFL, or when you were making that transition from safety?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Are there things you kind of teach him or pass down to him that you see that he does from when you made that transition that you can kind of relate to from when you?
Just small things. I feel like he's a great learner. He takes coaching, and he's good at bringing it to the field. So not too much. It's just small details about leverage on the back or something, but nothing crazy.
Going against Zamir in practice, have you seen him kind of take a step in his development, and where is he in his process of potentially taking on a bigger role?
He's been great. I actually don't know when I go up against any of these running backs. I just go. But they all been great. They all give me good work competition, so I can't complain.
You had a chance yet to line up behind Tyreek now that he's out there practicing. What do you see when he's out there and just how physically long he is?
Like you said, he's long and he's very physical, so I love to have him out there. He sets a good edge. That's all I'm going to say.
How do you like the nickname?
I put in a lot of work, so I'll take it. It's funny. I think it's funny. I'm going to take pride in that, though, hopefully.
What's your favorite lift?
Favorite lift? That's tough. Actually, bench and curls. Gotta get the arms right, so yeah.
You mentioned the limited snaps that you played, but you've seen the team defensively do a good job with the turnovers, but also you guys have only allowed one offensive touchdown in each game. How important is it making that a habit and taking those steps forward?
I would say very important. We challenge ourselves every day to stop the offense, and that's what we're gonna keep doing.
That's good. Awesome.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Question for Zamir?
There's a possibility, depending on how things work out, that you might be the guy in that season opener. Do you feel like you're ready to step that up to that role?
My main like mindset is just to work, man, and just grind like every single day, and just yeah, man, just show up for my teammates every day. That's about it.
How do you think that the first game went, and were things you wanted to work on in this last game and you got better at? What was your takeaways and how you played the last two games?
It was all right. There's always room for me to get better. Yeah, for me and us to get better. So we just got to go watch film and go to practice and go to work. That's about it.
Having those extra snaps at practice, how much has that been able to help you and the rest of the room to be able to get more physical out?
A lot. Yeah, like just having like them extra reps and like just doing it like repeatedly, like it makes the game like slow down for you, and yeah, that's about it.
How have you felt improvement as well with pass catching, with that side of the game for you, being out on the field with that?
Yes, sir. We catch every day, like before practice and like before practice and like after practice. So like like that's the main goal of mine, like working on that. So yes, sir.
Did it feel good, like confidence-wise, just to get that catch the other day and, get
Oh
the
yeah,
field?
for sure. Yeah, for sure. Cause like the call, like I was like, oh yeah, finally, but they about to throw me a ball. So I was like, cool, but let me get this one. So yeah, it was cool.
Blocking, and Josh McDaniels has mentioned blocking as a big part of what you have to do as a running back.
Yes, sir.
How far do you feel like you've come in that area?
I would say pretty. I'm getting better at it and better at it. Like every day because like we do like the one-on-ones every day. So like we work at it. Yeah, like every single day. So yeah, we work on it.
What's been the biggest transition from like last year to preseason this year? Just kind of like the confidence, or just how's the different emotions?
The difference is probably like the reps. Like the more reps I take, cause like I take a lot of reps and like I just be more like locked in and like I gotta like. Yeah, like I gotta have it right. So like, reps probably by just going through that process over and over, and like just finding like the key points in the fronts and like the blitzes and like just knowing all that stuff. So.
You talked about just preparing the same way no matter what the role is, but is there a way to prepare for, say, taking 25 hits, or in your case, I guess, delivering 25 hits in a game if you hit the ball? Is there a way to prepare like for that?
Honestly, shoot, man, just grind it out, man. That's about it. But it's ball, man. So like, but you got to take the pretty side, but the ugly side. So yeah, man, just head down, keep working. That's about it.
Running backs talk about getting into a rhythm, and sometimes you need 6-7 carries to get into that rhythm. What's the going back to when you were in college? What was that sweet spot for you when you felt like, okay, I feel the legs feel good, the rhythm feels good, the vision feels good?
Lineman blocking for one. Like the linemen come first because their job is harder than mine. So like just like just being fluent, bro, with my runs and being patient and reading gaps and linebackers and stuff like that. So yeah.
Last year there was a lot of moving pieces with that offensive line. Now having consistency and having the same guys in front of you, how much does that help you and the rest of the guys in the room?
A whole lot because them guys work hard every single day. So yes, sir, a lot.
You have a couple good games now, or good showings playing the preseason. Sometimes last year, it seems like after every game, you're saying I could do better, or I was all right.
Always.
Is that just your mentality, and where did that come from? Has that helped you get to this point?
Definitely. And that came from like my high school coach and like my middle school coach. Like there's like always room like to go farther and farther. Like like it's not here. Like just keep on going. So yeah.
Was there a time, or when was the last time after a game when you felt like, all right, I had a good night tonight?
Never. Never. Like my Uncle Amp, man, like he's like my main like critic. Like Like in high school, bro, like I had like probably about like 300 some yards, bro. Like he was just yeah, this and that. I'm like, oh, all right, okay, I got you. So
Yeah, like NFL Network, you can watch your games now and.
all of them, yes,
Are you getting calls?
the same way, never too good. Yeah,
What, it's Uncle.
and
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
and
Hoping to change that on opening night?
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah.
Have you talked much to Josh Jacobs?
He texted me yesterday, like just checking on me. Yeah, that's about it though. But yeah, that's it.
How big is that for you, getting the support from somebody that was with you in that room last year?
That's huge, man, because last year like Josh was helping me out with plays and all that type of stuff. So like we was real close last year, like just like hanging out like here, home. So it's huge.
You guys good? Awesome, thank you.
Thank y'all. All right, y'all be good.
I'm gonna say something to start. When we practice outside, I expect better body language on the sideline. Some of you guys looked a little tired, you know what I mean? Let's get some hats, get some sunscreen, all right? Rock out. Yeah, I see you right there.
We need the freezer.
yeah. All right.
Constant.
Cool bucks. All right.
Basically what you're saying too is that we're toward the end of training camp. I think tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah.
How excited are you to get this phase over? I know Denver's still a little bit of ways away, but it's kind of looming. How excited are you to start tracking them down and start getting ready for an actual game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a process, right? Like you at the beginning half of training camp where you're just working against yourself. You transition to joint practices. That gets you a little bit closer. Now we're getting ready for the last preseason game, another chance to compete, and then the regular season starts, right? That's what we've been building towards. That's what we're working towards. And personally, I'm a big believer in routine, so I'm just ready to get my in-season routine started and play against some teams in a different color when it counts.
Allow your mind to go there just yet, or does it still have to, or does the other process still have to play out?
Man, I'm a former international player, man. So for me, I'm first of all waiting for the roster to be made, and I would just love to have the opportunity to compete with these guys and take the field with this team, because I think we got some guys that are ready to put some work in.
Speaking of taking the field, you were able to do that on Saturday. How did it feel to you getting those juices flowing and being out there with the ones?
It was awesome. That first drive, man, it went over just like that, you know. And honestly, at that point, you're just like warmed up. You're like, all right, now we're here, now we're ready to play. And then to have to take a step back, you know, it was still fun, like cheering the guys on and being there for your teammates. A bunch of young guys making plays out there. I mean, David got his first sack. That was that was exciting to see. But yeah, definitely made me hungry for more.
Precisely talking about David, I asked you last time you were up here about him and seeing him get that first sack. What did it mean to you as one of his mentors out there with the team?
I mean, it meant a lot, man. You know, it's still a lot of work to be done. You know, my guy is still adjusting to the being, I think, here in the States and learning the game. But I think he's done a great job every day, just showing up and putting in the work on the field, and that's what you have to do if you want to get there.
What do you think that meant for him? I mean, we saw.
Oh, he was excited, man. Yeah, you seen his little dance? He had a celebration and everything, man. Like he was out of it. I think a little bit is also, you know, us international guys. Like we kind of have like an internal competition. You know, some of the international cats at other teams had already gotten some sacks, made some plays. So I think he was hungry for it, and it paid off.
A WhatsApp group or a group thread?
Yeah, we do WhatsApp. You know, that's the right platform. That's what we use. Yeah.
How have you seen the just in your time in the NFL, the game popularized around the world, just in your time?
Oh man, it's a huge change. Growing up, I think I watched my first football game in like 2007 or something. It was a late night broadcast, very very boring, very dry. Right now, Germany actually just opened a giant football broadcast facility with like a field goal inside of it and a mascot, full-time broadcasting staff. A bunch of the German legends are there: Sebastian Vollmer, Björn Werner, our first-round draft pick. So it's changed a lot. And on the heels of that, obviously, our international leagues have profited as well. European League of Football. I say it every time, man. I'm a franchise owner over there. You know, we're looking pretty good for the playoffs right about now. You know, so yeah, the game is growing, and I think they'll help all of us, right? Like 30 years from now, I still need some kids to play football to pay for my pension, and I think the more international kids we can get involved, the better.
It's probably not a question of if, but when the NFL
Yeah.
ventures out to Europe. You know, as a player that's here based in the United States, what do you think about that possibility? And how I know this is above all of our pay scales in a lot of ways, but how could you see that being possible?
I think it would be easier for a farm league kind of to exist over there, where they have where you slowly but surely improve the coaching and the level of competition over there, and kind of just use it as a way to grab international players and without necessarily having them go through the college process, just have them play over there, kind of like how it happens in basketball and other sports like that. I think having like a full division over there where everybody has to do international travel multiple times a year, I think is going to be tough. As long as the NFL brings a couple games over there, like once or twice a year, I think we'll get the best of both worlds.
Well, obviously, you've been around, Zamir and then blocking for him here in camp.
Yeah.
How close is he to being ready to take on that role if he has to? Obviously, Josh's status is out there. And how different is it, like, you're prepared to get 25 carries, but also to actually do that?
It's evaluating running backs is not like probably one of my core skills. But what I'll say is, man, he's come in with a completely different attitude from last year and really worked his ass off every day to be ready. And, you know, that's what we're all trying to do. What happens is going to be up to the coaches and the football gods, but I think he's definitely ready to step up.
What have been your impressions of Jimmy so far?
Man, Jimmy's a great guy. You know, I mean, you guys see it. You know, haircut, amazing every day. You know, smile on his face. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy, you cannot shake him. He's in a good mood. He's coming out there slinging the ball, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
How would you describe him in the huddle during the game situation?
Man, he takes charge. I mean, I play with a lot of different quarterbacks. I think he's definitely a guy that gets everybody on the same page, and you know, is not afraid to tell me to take a couple steps back if I'm too eager to get up in there. But yeah, man, overall great guy.
You campaigning yet in Coach McDaniel's ear yet to get that first carry at some point?
Oh man, I stay out of it. I try to let my practice performance talk, and you know, whatever happens.
Have you been close to one in your career, or has it been almost a case or not really?
I don't know if I think we had it maybe in New England at some point. I know I had a couple catches out there and stuff, but I don't really keep track of that type of stuff. It's just whatever's in the game plan, that's what we'll do.
When was the last time a macho had a carry, actually?
Carry, man. I don't. Probably some. I mean, I had a couple. I think I had probably some last year, maybe. Yeah.
So, is there a play call that when you hear it in the huddle,
that I'm getting the ball on? Yeah, for sure. Hey, listen, all you got to do is put Brian Hoyer in there. Somehow, ever since he found out that he's German, he can't stop throwing me the ball. So, yeah, whenever we're on the field, there's some type of connection going on, man.
your reaction would be if you heard that?
Oh, I'm excited, but I'm just excited for a fullback lead, man. At the end of the day, it's football, and if you're on the field, you better have fun. Otherwise, you're doing something wrong.
We see you guys with the I formation, even when you're not on the field. What have you seen from John that has been taking those snaps when you're not?
You mean Schenker? Man, he's been doing a great job. That's a really challenging role in this offense, I would say. If you have to learn the tight end and the fullback position at the same time, that's a lot of volume. But he's done a great job going in there in the games, playing physical, also getting catches, getting open as a tight end. So, you know, the more you can do.
What's a busier group chat? Is it the fullback group chat or the international player group chat?
Man, I'm still. I gotta get some more of the fullback guys on the same page. You know, we're all I would say like pretty even keel and humble guys, and maybe that's a bit of a problem because you know, the tight ends have their fancy tight end U meeting and all that stuff. We gotta come up with something that us fullbacks can, you know, get together and bond over.
What's it mean to still be a steward of that position in today's game?
I think it's just like with everything in football, like we all stand on the shoulders of giants. Yeah, that's what y'all say here, right? So like, it's been guys before me that popularized that made this role available. So I just try to do my best to leave it in a better place than I found it in.
Jakob Johnson merch, no more? Or
Oh man, we sold out. I told you, we sold out. We're gonna work on some more, but it's gonna take a little bit. All right.